Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting edition of Grants Live. Today we have a very exciting guest. We have the president and CEO of the Grantsmanship Center, and we're going to talk a little bit about her background and how they got started. But before we do that, we have a few sponsors that have helped us put on this show. I just want to talk a little bit about Legal Shield. If you have not heard of Legal Shield, they help you worry less and live more and get the resources you need from a legal perspective. Instead of paying hundreds of dollars a month or an hour, you pay one single fee a month. If you're looking to get your name out there, whether it be press releases or get to the right people, Newswire.com can help you do that. So thank you to our sponsors, and really thank you to Miss Cathleen Kiritz, who's on our show today and is going to share a little bit about her story. So Kathleen, first and foremost, I want to say thank you. We are eternally grateful for having you on the show today.
Hi, Alan.
Hi. So tell us a little bit about the Grantsmanship Center.
Well, the Grantsmanship Center started 47 years ago, back in 1972.
Wow.
And that was at a time when there was no training for grant proposal writing at all. It didn't exist. People didn't think about it. And the way that it started is the founder of the Grantsmanship Center, Cathleen Kiritz, was working for the poverty program, and he was counseling people in the evenings after his job. He would drag a table out into the hallway and sit down and work with people one by one to help them really write proposals that would be effective, so that these grassroots organizations that didn't have a way to compete on an even playing field had a chance and had a voice and were able to articulate what they were doing and why it was worthy of funding. So word spread, and people were very excited about this. And within the matter of 12 to 24 months, there were requests all over the country. So Norton was traveling and brought on new trainers. The person who ran the California Community Foundation, Jack Shakely, was one of the early trainers. And others who have gone on to do other wonderful things have been trainers at the Grantsmanship Center. So since that time, we've trained 135,000 alumni.
Wow. And
what we train people to do is to be advocates for social change. So as you and I have talked about, it's not about chasing the money, although that's a carrot that can be dangled in front of people. And it's misdirect. It gets people going in the wrong direction.
Yep.
What really has long-lasting impact and makes a difference and helps change communities so that there's real positive, results-oriented impact from the work that organizations do, is looking for results and making sure that the beneficiaries are the focus of the work. So that's what our trainers have focused on for 47 years, and with the help of the publications. So what I wanted to tell people about, great opportunity, so thanks for inviting me, is our seminal publication that came out in 1974 and has millions of, actually more than 1 million copies sold, used in 43 countries, needed to be updated. So many people will recognize this beloved, wonderful 47-page document. A few years ago, in 2015, we updated and we have a new book. And so this is something that we're very excited about. It's been lauded by a number of grant makers, and it's, if I can show you, it's full color, and it's loaded with pictures and checklists. And it takes this process that isn't rocket science, but is so important to helping communities. And it teaches step by step. This is the textbook that we use in our training, but people can buy it and just use it separately. You know, if you're one of those independent learners who does a good job with reading and following directions, you can get a copy and start educating yourself. And then if you decide that, well, I'd really like a team, I'd like to get some input from other folks, sign up for one of our trainings. We have trainings all over the country. We do in concert with nonprofit organizations. And we are so proud of our alumni who go on to make real strong impact in the world. And that's kind of in a nutshell our story.
Excellent. And what I'd like to do, Kathleen, she's very modest. She's not going to tell you this, but if you listen to some of the things that she said, I mean, the Grantsmanship Center and their training center has helped millions of people write grants, write proposals, and really make billion-dollar impacts throughout communities across the country. So I just want to show you in our app, she mentioned a number of trainings. You can find her trainings in the app. You can also find her book in the app. And I feel very special, and I'll show you guys this because I have a personalized copy from Miss Cathleen Kiritz, and we're actually going to be in New Orleans next week showcasing the book and doing it. That's going to be one of our giveaways to a few lucky grant proposal writers. So I'm very happy to have you on the show. I know you're just getting introduced to GrantSource. I kind of showed up on your doorstep, so thank you for entertaining us and helping us expand our platform. Is there anything that you want to tell our audience, Kathleen, and our community, just as a tip before we end the show?
Oh, you caught me off guard with that one, Alan.
You have thousands of tips in here. We just need one. I know they're all documented.
Well, I'm not one of our trainers.
Understood.
But I so appreciate what they do. And so I guess one tip would be to look for results.
Absolutely.
And not just the money, because money's just a tool. So when you're figuring out what you want to do and with whom and how, focus on the results. And, well, here's another tip. Remember that grant makers are partners in this process. And we are so fortunate because so many of them work with us, underwrite our training, direct people to take our training. And many program officers actually are our alumni. And they are partners. So they're not an ATM. They're not a wallet. They're not just a source of money, but they're a source of expertise and vision and ideas. And so working in partnership with grant makers is what it's all about. Sometimes you may get something that's more valuable than the money. And with that, you can move mountains and make an impact in your community. So thank you for inviting me. And we're excited about what GrantSource is doing and look forward to the contributions that you're making, and we truly appreciate that you support the concept of it's not about the money, it's about results.
Absolutely. So we appreciate that. Thank you. And we're wrapping up. I want to thank both of our sponsors, both Legal Shield and Newswire.com. Again, Kathleen, eternally grateful for you being on our show. And remember, it's not about the money, it's about the impact. Thank you.